Hi, I'm Darsh and I'm going to share my thoughts on Resident Evil 7, which was revealed this E3, and the demo was shortly released for the PlayStation 4. There's a mixed response for Resident Evil 7, mostly positive, but some Resident Evil fans say that it's not looking like a Resident Evil game. So let me tell you that as a Resident Evil fan, you might know that Resident Evil series has gone through lots of changes in the past. For example, the first three Resident Evil games were fixed camera games with traditional horror. And the Resident Evil 4 changed that. It had over-the-shoulder camera. There was Resident Evil Survivor and Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side Chronicles, and those games have first-person aspect. So many people are citing those for Resident Evil 7's perspective. It's the closest you can get to the horror. And then you have Revelations, which is episodic experimentation, and then Resident Evil 5 tried the co-op with Resident Evil 4 camera and gameplay. Then Resident Evil 6 was the dream come true for many fans because it had all the Resident Evil characters in one game. So the next point is Capcom is actually listening to its fans. Resident Evil 6 was a commercially successful game, but having all characters meant different campaign styles. The Leon's campaign was most praised, while Chris's campaign was more like Call of Duty, as according to many players. So Capcom experimented with Resident Evil 7 by bringing back the horror. It's the proof that Capcom is listening to its fans, and Capcom is trying hard to bring horror back in the Resident Evil name. The third one being the meaning of the title, the Resident Evil, the evil that resides in the house or in the town. That's exactly what Resident Evil means. So it's literally Resident Evil. That's a really great concept. I mean, it's a supernatural kind of concept. It's something that touches on this philosophy of Resident Evil, what Resident Evil actually means, whether it means a town full of zombies or whether it means a town full of spirits that reside in it. It's up to us to interpret it. And then the next point being, this game may be looking like Outlast or the PT Silent Hills, but according to a source, the PT and Resident Evil 7 almost started at the same time. In fact, the source also says that the development of the Resident Evil 7 was started before the PT, so we cannot say that it's a rip-off, but hey, during the development, maybe some elements were inspired by the Outlast and the PT. Even the Capcom confirms that. They think that the player should have more control over their actions. The player should be able to do things according to the Resident Evil style and not just be helpless. So that's something I really like about it. It's like Resident Evil 7 is Outlast and PT with a traditional Resident Evil twist, with your favorite guns or weapons, fireworks and stuff. Another element I like about Resident Evil 7 is that it has a new character, and the reason I like it because the new character means new history, new character development, and actually relate to it because we are no longer playing as a famous hero, and we know that Leon or Chris won't die, so we are less afraid when playing Resident Evil 6 or Resident Evil 5 because we know that they're gonna make it. We constantly think what's going to happen next, whether this character is going to live or whether not. I'm really happy that Capcom is experimenting on Resident Evil without actually rebooting the series. And according to the source, the Resident Evil 7 takes place right after Resident Evil 6, so it's interesting to see what actually happens after Resident Evil 6. So in the end, I would like to say that before you start hating Resident Evil 7, I think you should wait for more footage, more information about that game, because it's something new. We are not getting the same third-person shooter with zombies attached to it, having multiple endings and mysterious things like dummy finger in Resident Evil 7 demo just tells you how much details Capcom has given to the Resident Evil 7 demo. So what do you think? Why do you like Resident Evil 7? Or why do you don't like Resident Evil 7? Please comment below and let me know. If you loved watching this video, I highly recommend you to know my thoughts on Resident Evil Origins collection. Wanna know how I became a Resident Evil fan? Am I a hardcore fan or a mainstream fan? Please check out my Darsh Memories episode featuring Resident Evil. to know more about me as a Resident Evil fan. This is Darsh signing out. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos, please check out my channel and subscribe.